The Los Angeles Rams just landed a huge signing in John Johnson III. He is coming back to the Rams, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Let's get into it. Okay guys, don't get used to this, but this is going to be the second video of the day. The reason I'm making this video is because this is breaking news that John Johnson has returned to the Rams. Now, John Johnson has always been one of my favorite safeties in the league, even though last year he didn't have the best year, and we can see that on the PFF. His rookie year, he was the 12th safety in the league. His sophomore year, he was the 7th best safety in the league. Took a bit of a dip in 2019, but back in 2020, he was also the 3rd best safety in the league. And then over the past 2 years, he has been taking a bit of a dip with the Cleveland Browns. However, he is returning to the Rams. So a lot of people attributed a lot of his success to Brandon Staley. However, I personally believe that John Johnson can return to form and be one of those top safeties in the league once again. And the Rams actually were, looking for some safety help. Now we do have Jordan Fuller, who I think will be a solid player going into 2023. In 2021 he was the 19th best safety, but we also had Quentin Lake and Russ Yeast looking for that second starting spot. And now John Johnson is going to fill into one of those spots. So definitely excited, and just want to shout out real quick Jake Ellenbogen. He is one of the biggest Rams YouTubers, on YouTube as well as Twitter. He has been working hard, and he actually broke this. So he said, source, Rams are signing former Rams safety John Johnson III today. He was talking in training camp yesterday, and he will now join a young safety room of Jordan Fuller, Quentin Lake, Russ Yeast, and Jason Taylor II. So good to get a veteran presence in there that has already been with the Rams, kind of knows the culture, and I think he's going to have a resurgence in his career here, and I'm so excited about this. We really needed the secondary help. So we're going to look at the Rams Wire here as well. So here we are on the Rams Wire, and their title is John Johnson III is the perfect addition to a young Rams secondary. As soon as the Browns released John Johnson in March, fans urged the Rams to bring him back. He was a fan favorite from 2017 to 2020, so it's only natural that his supporters wanted him back in horns. He was one of my favorite players on the Rams during this time span. He was there since we made that run in 2017, and then also 2018, obviously, for that Super Bowl when he made that amazing play against the Saints. But the Rams are going to make it happen, agreeing to a 1-year deal with Johnson on Monday. Hopefully we can turn that into a bigger one if he decides to play well. It was such an obvious match between the team and the player. It was surprising that the two sides or hardly surprising that the two sides made it work. Johnson gets to return to this team he shined for 4 years, while the Rams get a veteran safety to join their young secondary. Aside from 28-year-old Akella Witherspoon, the Rams signed in June, there isn't a defensive back on the roster older than 25. Only Witherspoon, Jordan Fuller, Robert Rochelle have been in the NFL for at least 2 seasons, which just shows how young and inexperienced the Rams secondary is. And this is something I've been saying. I'm very excited for Kobe Durant to take kind of that number 1 cornerback role. And I do love Jordan Fuller, but outside of that, and Akella Witherspoon, there's a lot of unproven people on this team. So while Russ Yeast and Quentin Lake, continue to shine and continue to get a little bit of play, we're going to get some stellar play from John Johnson. Johnson changes the picture a bit, both in terms of age and NFL experience. He enters his 7th season and is just 27 years old. There are only 9 players on the entire Rams roster older than Johnson. We're a very young roster. Johnson won't be handed a started role because so few people on the team are going to be, but it's hard to imagine him being a backup to Fuller, Russ Yeast, and Quentin Lake. I'm assuming it's going to be Johnson and Fuller. In all likelihood, Johnson will be a starter next to Fuller, exactly what I said, allowing Yeast and Lake to play almost exclusively in sub packages, which is very solid. I love this idea. Johnson's experience in the Rams system is an added bonus. It's not just that he played a lot of snaps in the NFL, it's that he played 4 years in Los Angeles, one of which was during the current scheme established by Brandon Staley in 2020. Johnson was a captain that year and also wore the green dot in his helmet as his defensive signal caller. That's why I was so mad when he left. Though the scheme has changed a little bit since Raheem Morris took over, the basic structure remains similar to when Johnson was in LA. Beyond just the experience, he also is a very talented safety and a versatile 1-2. He can play coverage, line up in the box, split out wide to cover tight ends. Very much like Jalen Ramsey, just obviously not as good. But yeah, let's take a look at a few plays that he had here. This one was, I believe, in 2018, and it was against Jared Cook. And you can see here that he makes an acrobatic interception while the Rams were down about 3. Another one is going to be against, the 49ers. And this one was pretty interesting. So he is right up here. Boom, acrobatic catch, takes it away. That was an amazing play as well. And then how could we all forget this amazing play he made in the conference championship to seal the game for the Rams. Absolutely amazing. So happy to have Johnson back. He had a shaky tenure with the Browns, earning defensive grades of 62 and 68, like I showed you before. But he was fantastic with the Rams, and considering he's just 27 years old, he's not past his prime. And this is why I'm so excited to get him back. I always said if we got him back, that would be a very solid thing. And if the Rams can get the version of Johnson they saw in 4 years in Los Angeles, the defense just got a significant upgrade. So yeah, Johnson's durable, talented experience, which makes him a perfect move by the Rams. I couldn't have woken up to better news today. What are you guys thinking about this signing? Are you excited? Do you wish we just kind of stuck with our younger guys? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also, guys, you are able to join our channel memberships. Once we start doing live streams after the preseason games, you'll get a lot of benefits there, but no pressure to do that. Yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.